Hey everybody, I'm Jared.
And I'm Jordan.
And this is episode 3 of the I Think It's Time podcast. And we are here with the most special guest of all, our sister, Kaia Henderson.
The one, the only little sis. The best little sis a brother could ever ask for.
That was cute.
One take, we did it? Or
Wow.
we need another one? Or?
Oh no.
Sister, we appreciate you for doing this.
Stop. I can you make it this a little higher? Or?
Sure. What? Anything you need, you let us know. No. No need to do that.
I just want to go back to the money topic real quick before we get into things. Kai, why don't you tell the people how much you've been milking us for all season?
It ain't nothing.
There. Oh.
We have a game day ritual, right?
Or you want lower?
Yeah. No.
That good? Oh, you want higher?
There.
There.
Yes, in the one game, they did not fulfill the. It's a little hard to hear. Can you guys speak?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
I got you, sis. Go ahead.
Yeah. There we go.
Got you.
So, the one game I didn't receive my money, I actually dislocated my finger.
Yeah, tell us about that, sis.
And I'm a big believer in superstition. I don't share this with many, but yeah, I definitely think that was a deciding factor of that game.
You know, I think it was the butterfly effect. You know what that is?
Enlighten me.
Like, I feel like we went to some of your previous games and we thought about going to this game that you dislocated your finger at, but we didn't. And I think had we been there, it wouldn't have happened.
Right, because at least one of you were at every one of my games.
Yeah.
You're not that important, though, buddy.
No, I'm saying like she would have, for a split second, she would have looked in the stands, saw us there, and then the game would have been different.
Or if you just sent her money, she would have spent 5 seconds before saying, oh, I got my money. And she would have never been in that position to dislocate her finger.
That's true.
How is it, sis?
It's okay. This is a terrible tape job.
So why weren't you able to play?
I wasn't able to play. I haven't been cleared yet. And I decided not to play the remainder of the season.
Just for safety?
Which was 2 games anyway, because I leave Sunday. And didn't want to risk anything, I guess. But also just the biggest thing, not being cleared yet. And it's still hurting quite a bit. But, if it was last year, with my ankle, I definitely would have, because I'm no...
Beep, that a girl.
You're not that, but you are an incoming freshman at the Ohio State University. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. I want to talk more about your dislocated finger. This is like the first real injury that you've experienced, right?
Yes, first traumatic injury. I know it's just a finger, but seeing that, being having gone your whole life with nothing happening to you, it's pretty traumatizing and just scary to see that stuff like that can happen so easily and quick.
What did you see when you
looked
at your finger? So explain what happened though.
All right, so
for the people.
Yeah, so I was going up for a layup, right? And I'm not even sure what happened. I felt my finger and I was like, geez, I just jammed my finger. I just jammed my finger. I felt it. I was like, I can't bend this though. I looked down and it was all jacked up. It was jacked up. And it was just I was in shock. I did not know what to do.
Did it look like that?
Or did it look like this?
It could have been way worse. And I was a little dramatic coming off the court, but it was dislocated in 2 parts. So this was bent down, this was bent. It was just pretty bad.
Do we have the footage of her reaction?
I think we do. Let's see.
Let's put it up.
Please don't.
Yeah, so did it was you were in pain. right?
Oh, I was in a lot of pain. I think seeing it made me react the way I did. And obviously the fact that I couldn't bend my finger, I've never not been able to bend my finger before.
In those situations, isn't there usually somebody to come and pop it back in?
Right, and that's what I was thinking, like, the whole time I was there, like, oh, where's the athletic trainer? Aren't they just, I mean, it's gonna hurt, like, a lot, but, like, I'll do it, like, if I can play the rest of the game, like, that's fine. No athletic trainer.
And then you got transported to the emergency department.
Yes, the hospital.
As if you got shot or something.
Right. It was the most dramatic thing I've ever. And when I went to the hospital, they didn't even get me in. I waited 3 hours in the waiting room with my finger to the side.
Wow.
So that's, the whole night was on Christmas Eve. And it was just, I wanted to go home.
That was Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, sis, we're glad you're better.
And we thank your teammates' parents
Yes.
for being
Absolutely.
there in our absence.
Yeah. If you guys are there.
Spending hours at the emergency department with Kaia.
Yes. Kaia freaking Henderson. You have 4 more days left in upstate New York
I do.
before you go off to Columbus, Ohio to start college. I can't believe that's real. How are you feeling?
I mean, it's unreal, and as the days dwindled down, I've been getting a little nervous and kind of stressed, just seeing that I leave so early, leaving everything, and it's kind of crazy.
Have you? You're not in school right now, right?
No, I'm not. We're on break.
Did you have a chance to say bye to any of your friends?
Yeah.
You're just going. I've never heard of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never heard of somebody starting college midway through the end of their senior year. But I guess, hey,
I've heard of people graduating early, and obviously people can start college whenever they want, really.
yeah.
But yeah, what fueled the decision, Kaia? We never really talked about this too much in depth.
I think it was brought up to me by like the coaching staff, and with COVID this year, I just thought like we got 6 games last year, like it was not the season I expected, and I kind of assumed that would carry on to this season, and like just the unexpectedness of everything, and no hate to like the Tri-Valley League or anything like that. I don't know if you're gonna put this in, but I don't think this will prepare me for what's coming next, and I kind of just want to get that head start and prove myself early so I can get a chance to be on the court.
That makes sense.
There you go. I gotta say though, Kaia, and I've, you know how proud we are of you, but we don't say it enough. I don't say it enough, sis. You were in 7th grade, even before then, Kaia. I always ask myself, what would you be like at 17 or 18 years old? Could have never imagined you'd be who you are today.
Thanks.
So just so you know that, sis, we are beyond proud of you. Beyond.
I second.
You're
that.
the best sister we could have ever asked for.
I look back at me in high school, and my goal each game, well, not a goal. I was happy at the end of each game if I scored 12 points. Kaia, how does it feel to score 55 points in one game? Like what, and you won though. I think your senior year, Jordan and I just watching you played in 5 games?
Yes.
The 5 games that you played in, I wish you had the opportunity to play the rest of this season, but I understand, your decision to go off early. The growth just in us watching you over these 5 games, you're a completely different person than you were last year on the court. Like you've become a leader. And that's like for us watching that, I'm like, wow. No longer are you just a scorer or just, you're an overall player and leader. And that's what I sort of saw in these 5 games. But
I second that.
what was it natural? Like, what made you like step up in that way?
I think the circumstances over the past 6 years have been different. I've always considered myself a leader, but I've never actually had that authority with the age and the, being a senior this year, the only senior this year. I guess they will automatically look to me as that leader, and just, I don't know, it's just a different respect you get, and I don't take that for granted. I love these girls with my entire heart, and I know they'll listen to anyone who's trying to help them. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. How does it feel to have little boys and girls in your hometown, in the whole area, really, who really look up to you?
I've always heard it, and like everyone says, oh, like these little girls, like they look up to you. But this past year I've definitely seen it a lot, and that's kind of what made me happy to see, and kind of what changed my whole perspective on my life and things, and just seeing the way these girls interact with me, and talk to me, look up to me, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah. I think you recognizing that is, you're well beyond your years. One interaction with somebody can change their life, really. One smile, one fist bump, you helping them, with their shot or anything, that those small interactions can change their life. So I think that's something important to keep with you. I have another question about basketball, quick. High school. Kaia, and I know for all of us, records don't really mean anything. And for you in particular, like a record is a record. Okay, I want to win. And you did that this year. You won the 5 games that you played in. One of them was a really close game. You hit the game-winning free throw. But I want to ask, Kaia, you've broken almost every record in the book when it comes to girls basketball at New Hartford in high school. And correct me if I'm wrong, you scored the most points in a single game ever. You scored the most points in a single season ever. Is that correct?
Yes.
You have the all-time scoring title. You've moved up the Section 3 scoring list to number 4, I believe.
Yeah, probably stay there.
In the same conversation as Brianna Stewart. How does that feel? Just being in the same conversation as Brianna Stewart.
Oh yeah, that feels amazing. And I honestly wish, not wish, but it would have been cool to like pass her eventually if we had that full season last year, and this year obviously considering the circumstances. But like I said, when I was leaving, like everyone was like, oh, what about breaking the records? Like, you don't care about that. And honestly, like that did not even cross my mind. And I know that's kind of not bad to say, but like, I don't know. I really just wanted to win. And my biggest thought, before I knew I was leaving, was going to sectionals and winning and going to states, because that's what I really wanted to do.
But if you had to choose one record that you're most proud of, what would that be?
Good question.
And let me know if I missed any records that you're aware of.
Probably like these unsung records. Like, I think I'm the most steals in Harvard history. I think that's a pretty cool one.
Oh yeah.
To like, mention, and like people don't expect it. Like, well, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, your defense was on point this year, sis.
Oh yeah. That's one thing. Jordan and I spoke a lot about that. Watching you play defense this year, Kaia, you barely got any fouls. Whereas last year you fouled out, or were on the verge of fouling out almost every game. So your defense, that's what I'm most proud of this year.
Yeah. Last question about basketball. COVID. What the hell? Last year, it came and ruined your entire sectional part of your season. You got through most of the season, but it came and just shut down schools, stopped the seasons, and added so many other difficulties to your life.
Yeah.
As a teenager in high school. What was that like for you?
Oh my God. Just like, okay, last year when like we were told we could only have 6 games, like I was just happy to be playing it all because I didn't expect us to have a season at all. But like working, because I knew previous years, like we were still working up the chance to make sectionals, all that stuff. But working that hard for so many years just to have everything kind of taken from you and what you've worked so hard for. And it's just so like stressful and frustrating because you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And obviously this year, it will never be the same. Like obviously I think the fans and stuff make a big difference, and they're probably going to say no fans and stuff like that. And just, it's just stressful and like frustrating. And
you got to wear your mask.
Yeah.
Or, your chin diaper.
It sucks it'll never be the same, to answer your question.
So a question about the masks real quick. When I watched you this season, you had what Jordan just called a chin diaper. What is the point of wearing a mask in the game if it's on your chin the entire game for all players? Look, I don't know if I saw one player wearing the mask over their nose.
I did.
Why not just take the mask off?
It was an opponent. You were playing against a team. It was one of the opponents. Kept it on the whole game. I was so proud.
Did she play?
She did. I was so proud to see that. But I get it's hard to breathe. It's very, very hard to breathe.
Well,
no, I don't. Whether you're wearing a mask or not, I get the policy of you have to wear a mask. But the policy is, okay, you have to wear a mask. That's not wearing a mask. Look, putting the mask underneath your chin, just like, okay, check the box. I'm wearing a mask.
But everybody's
wearing
doing
a
that.
mask.
You look at any basketball
Ronnie
game.
James is doing.
Yes, I understand, but that's like a chronic issue now.
I agree.
That is not doing anything. That's actually like suffocating players while they're playing out there.
Let her answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I see no point in wearing the mask because everyone, me, myself, and I wear it as a chin diaper.
Yeah,
but I try so hard to not do that, but it's so hard. Like you're playing so hard, you're breathing the mask, and there's no point in wearing it.
I can't imagine wearing a mask playing basketball.
No, you can't. You can't play at your optimal level wearing a face mask.
The only thing good that I can see coming out of wearing a mask while you're playing the game is swearing at the refs underneath your mask or something like that.
I don't know. So the next time we see Kaia Henderson on the court, it will be an Ohio State
How does that
jersey.
feel for you guys? Like,
I am going to love it.
But like being that long, like far away from me playing, like, I don't know. It was kind of sudden, this like decision, and
Yeah.
I was originally going to leave the second anyway, but I wanted to get as many games in as I can before seeing whatever, like, I don't know. But
I think you did your best to try to accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
You first of all, you made a decision that was best for you. You made your college decision.
Yes.
Nobody else made this for you. That is what I was so proud to see, even though I probably would have liked to be a part of the process, but it's not about me.
Even though I wanted you to go to Stanford.
Even though I might have wanted you to go to Syracuse. It's not about me. You made your choice.
I think you might have made the right decision there.
I think you might have made the right decision on the school you went to. Well, it'll all, whatever, figure it out. As well as the plan to go early. Simply because of COVID. It appears that it's starting to shut down games again. But yeah, I can't wait to see you in an Ohio State jersey. And on top of that, number 11 jersey, baby. Yeah, baby. And that gets into my next question for you, sis. What was it like growing up with 4 older brothers? You're the only girl. 4 older brothers at all times.
I definitely would not be the person I am today.
In what way? In what way?
I just think I know we were all raised like very well, and it's just a different like kind of respect you have towards your older siblings that you kind of carry on towards the rest of your life, and just I don't know, you guys were great role models to me, I think, and just
thank you.
And it would be different if I had a little younger bratty little sister, like a older sister. Like, I don't know, I don't want to mess with that. But I would definitely, I don't think I would be the same person. So
wow, I'm flattered.
Yeah, don't do that.
Sis, who is your favorite brother?
Okay, people ask me this all the time.
Really?
Literally all the time, and this is the exact answer I give them. I say Jordan's a little nicer and gives in to me a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm equally as close with both of them, and I think Jared's more real with me. Not that they're not real with me, but like Jared keeps it real, and I think it's a balance they have, and I think it's a good balance that I need. Because like if I have an issue or something, I need to rant, I go to Jordan.
Yeah, if you need money, you go to Jordan as well.
But if I need real time business advice, I'm going to Jared.
All right,
okay, that's a great answer. I like that.
And your other two brothers are not even in the equation.
They're not even in the picture. Actually, I had a nice drive with Troy today. We compared phone cameras.
Oh, okay.
As he got my hand-me-down phone.
Okay.
That.
What about Isaiah?
Yeah. How would you describe your relationship with Isaiah?
I see you and Isaiah as sort of like twins. A relationship that Jordan and I have. But I think that's how tight-knit you are, and you all have fought your entire life.
Yeah. My relationship with Isaiah is a little different than most, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I think no matter how like much I say, like how much I yell at him and all this stuff, like I'm pretty mean to the kid sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But it shows that he does care about me, and in some situations, like he has my back, and the kid would probably kill for me. Like,
now that he's learned MMA, he would definitely kill for you, Kaia.
Right.
He would do anything for you. All of us would.
And I feel bad because I wasn't even thinking. I didn't have another ticket to my senior night, and he was sad he couldn't go, and I didn't realize like, oh, he wanted to see me that bad, and
yeah, he loves you. I think in a couple years your relationship with Zaya will change.
Right, and I think it has changed over the years. You know, I used to every night his freaking whatever Koda Lyoko, all right, was blasting through. And it was bad, but I think I've gotten used to it, and I've understood a little bit more. I don't fully understand still, but
nobody will ever fully understand Isaiah.
I agree.
Isaiah will be on an episode in April, for sure. Jared, you got the next question?
Sure. I mean, so just to jump back one more time to high school basketball. On your senior night, Jordan and I were in attendance. And before the game, we walked on the court with you, took some pictures, and then when the pictures were over, you said, I'm going to say a few words. I was like, what? What you mean? Kaia, what you mean? So I start walking off the court. Kaia grabs a microphone and starts just talking like Michelle Obama. And it blew me away. Just giving thanks to your teammates, your coach, your family, and mommy. It was just beautiful.
Thanks.
It really was.
I agree.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, sis.
it was definitely the least I could do. You know, this community has been nothing but support, and real or fake, they've supported me throughout the years. My coach, I felt that needed to be said, and you guys, and I don't know, it was just a little farewell on my senior night. I definitely,
No, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Let's play it for the people.
oh gosh, I said but I don't speak, okay? But yeah, whatever.
Kai, you spoke perfect.
By the entire rest of the varsity girls team, her father Aurelius and her two brothers, Jared and Jordan. Kaia holds the record for most points scored in the Hartford history and many other records as well. She is leaving us early to attend Ohio State University on a full basketball scholarship. This will be her final home game. And Kaia would like to take the mic and say a few words before she leaves, so I'll let her do that momentarily. Once again, Kaia Henderson!
This will be quick, I promise. I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out and for all the support throughout the years. And to my family, thank you, my brothers, etc., everyone here. I definitely would not be where I am today without you guys, so I appreciate that. To Coach Callan, wherever he is, thank you for believing in me ever since 7th grade from the start. It's been a long ride, man, wherever you are. To my teammates, thank you for being my second family. You guys made this place home, and it's a place I'll never forget. And lastly, to my mom, who I know is definitely watching down tonight. Thank you for all the love and unconditional support, and I wish you could be here tonight. Thank you.
Wow, that was stunning.
Sis.
Wait, hold on. On this topic, I think it's a smooth transition. On this topic, it's a smooth transition. Do you know how proud mommy would be of you right now?
I do. I was actually thinking, like, on my senior night, because I was at your senior night, I watched her and Daddy walk you guys out, and I was like, wow, like, what she would give to be here right now.
Yeah.
And, like, what I would give, like, that's insane.
She had 4 boys only because she was trying to get a girl.
Right.
Like to be honest, I mean, we would be here, but Troy and Isaiah may not be here if she had you before that. Kaia, she would be absolutely just stunned at the woman you've become. And to see you on the basketball court, she'd be sharing Facebook posts every day of you. Like it, she is so proud of you right now.
Yeah. Like, and you said it perfect at senior night.
Yeah.
She's looking down, you know, and you carry that with you. I tell you all the time, your laugh is exactly like hers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's insane.
And
sometimes.
the smile.
And the smile.
Yeah.
Kaia, do you remember that night? Do you remember the time? Well, okay, I don't know how to say it. Do you remember what happened that night?
I do. I was literally 9 years old.
You were
Like,
9.
that's crazy to think about
Yeah.
now, because I see all these 9-year-olds and I'm like thinking back, like the maturity and like the kind of knowledge I had at 9 because of our situation. And it was so different than most, definitely. But I think having that gave me a reality check for the rest of my life. And it was just seeing these kids grow up now, like they've never experienced something like that. And I think not that experiencing something like that will change a person for the rest of their life, but it will.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it made me a better person. And just, I now know a lot more things than I would have if, you know.
So for the people who don't know, our mom died when she was 43. This was in 2014. You were 9 years old. Jared and I were 18. And I often think myself, Kaia, if I were 9 years old and mom died, my life would be completely different than it is right now.
Yeah.
And I tell you this all the time. I am forever thankful for the time that I got with mom, and absolutely sorry that you didn't get that time with her. Because 9 years old to lose someone like her, it can go many different ways. That's why I say, for you to be the person you are right now, Kaia, it's incredible. I don't know how you keep it all together.
Yeah.
How did you keep it all together these years? What helped you?
Good question. I think you guys definitely helped. Just being there. I can't imagine how tough it was for you guys being in college, having 3 younger siblings to worry about, because I know that's all you guys worried about and dealt with. But yeah, you guys, and moving to New Hartford, I guess, with all the different parents and stuff, that definitely helped.
Yeah, I mean, what Jordan just said, we had 18 years on this earth with her. You had 9. And Jordan and I sort of made a pact to make sure that you would go to college or that you would finish high school and do whatever you wanted to do. And I think you exceeded all of our expectations, but going back to a memory that is imprinted in the back of my mind forever is the night, or actually it was the morning, you found out that mom died. Like that picture haunts me to this day, Kaia. I don't know if you remember, but when you were told, you just had an automatic full body reaction, and you basically almost fainted and just started crying uncontrollably. But just to see you go from that moment to where you are today, I have no words. No words.
So I don't think I've ever talked about this in depth. And I don't know. All right, just gotta relax. So I was actually at my friend's house the night it happened, and I kind of had that with me my entire life, and just if I'd been there, the what ifs and stuff like that. Because I don't think was anyone home. I think Isaiah was gone too.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but this has happened kind of previously before, and I was there.
What's happened? Where she had
right,
passed out, essentially.
She had overdose,
wasn't
basically
responding, wasn't responsive. 8-9 years old, running barefoot to the neighbor's house to get help. 3 different neighbors knocking on their door, banging on their door. Mommy's not responding. Mommy's not answering. Seeing the police come and wake her up, and her reassuring us that it's okay, whatever. But this night I was not home, and I was at my friend's. And I remember my friend's mom taking my phone away at night, and I was like, this is weird. I want my phone, because I was addicted to my phone at 9 years old. And I remember crying that night because I knew something was weirdly off.
Really?
And I remember getting a text before they took my phone. Are you okay? So.
Who texted that?
I don't know if you guys
one of your
remember.
friends.
But yeah. So my phone's taken. It was just a weird vibe, and I went to bed.
Oh, I see. So they had already knew.
Right.
Oh gosh.
So that was definitely tough for them, that situation, though. I can imagine. But yeah.
So you went to bed?
Went to bed, woke up, said I'm dropping you off at Sherry's house.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk into Sherry's. I see my brothers all laying down, and it's the morning. I was I was so confused. I was I think I remember saying hey guys, or something like that, and no one was responding, and I was this is really weird. And then talking to Sherry and her telling me, and it was just wow. I never thought that would happen to me. And yeah, just being in shock. And I think Jordan took me in the other room and he kept saying it was an accident or something like that, or like this or something. I'm not sure, but and then seeing Isaiah's reaction, I don't think it hit him yet, but just seeing how it would, and yeah, it was tough. I think I sat in my old room after that and just cried. And
you sat in your old room at her house.
Yes.
And just for clarification, Sherry is like our second mother. Sherry's our godmother. She babysat all of us for ever since we were born.
She still babysits us.
So Sherry is, we would not be here without Sherry, any of us. But Kaia, like Jared said, I remember that night clearly. The sobs from you after they told you were like a knife going in me, because we're 18 years old. We can process the fact that, you know, when someone tells you your mom died, your mom passed away. What? Complete shock. But guess what? Somehow I slept that night. Whether it was 30 minutes, an hour, somehow I slept that night, Kaia. To see you come in the morning and them tell you, and to just see your visceral response and your whole body just shake and well up in pain, Kaia, because you know that the person who gave you the most joy in life and who was there with you on a daily basis is now forever gone. I think that's as close as I will feel to being a parent until I'm actually a parent. And I think that's when I made the promise to myself that no matter what in this life, Kaia, you, Isaiah, and Troy will come first. Jared and I will be okay. So again, to see you here is nothing short of a blessing, Kaia. That's when we say that we are proud of you, that is why.
Mm-hmm.
Because on top of everything else you've had to go through, the way that you've handled this, you know, mom not being here and not giving you that love, not being able to support you throughout your teenage years. Oh yeah. That's amazing, Kaia.
Yeah.
And you've done it. So.
And don't ever let somebody make you feel like her passing, oh, it's been 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's been 15 years. It's been 20 years. It's literally been 8 years, right? Close to 8 years.
Mm-hmm. It'll be 8 years next month.
And it feels like 1 year.
Right. And I guess, like, at least I've always thought that, like, I'm like, what are they crying over? What are they sad about? You never understand unless you go through it.
Yes.
Absolutely not. Because sometimes I still feel like that. And I'm like, whoa, like, everyone has a different situation, no matter who it is, grandpa, grandma, like, whoever it is, like, you don't understand
Absolutely
how someone's feeling.
Somebody's worst day is their worst day. Whether it's their dog died, whether it's their mom died, you know what I mean? It's their worst day. It's the same feelings that we feel. It's just, you know, relative. Kaia was just asking us, how did we feel about her choosing Ohio State?
Oh, yeah.
Right, because I didn't really involve you much in the decision. Not that I should have, because I honestly didn't want that, like, pressure. I hate to say it, but pressure, just seeing, like, your reactions. I didn't want anything to influence my decision at all. But, yeah, I was wondering, like, because I know it was kind of quick, and I didn't really talk to you about it, and it's kind of, like, sparked, like, just, like a, I don't know, kind of.
Yeah. I think for me, I just wasn't fully aware with your options, you know, or the timeline. I assumed you had literally another year before you had to make your decision.
Yeah, me too.
And I felt that all of these schools hadn't had the opportunity to reach out to you yet.
Right. And I think that's kind of like your lack of knowledge.
Yes.
With the girls, like
Especially with COVID, right?
basketball and
You're
AAU
dumb.
and
You're dumb, she's saying. You're dumb.
yeah, basically my options were dwindling down with COVID. It was tough to get exposure for all of like the class of 22, 21s I felt for, because they did not get the chance they should have, and it was so tough. And for all the coaches, because they couldn't get out and watch you play. And
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Was your decision more based on basketball or the school or the education you would receive? Because it's so many different factors when you're making your college decision. What was it for you?
Or to secure something good.
I think out of all my options, I've obviously went on a bunch of different visits. I've visited Syracuse, Villanova, Providence, St. John's, Rutgers, all that stuff. And Ohio State was kind of the place I didn't want to leave. And I didn't feel that on any other campus. And I know it's kind of cliche to say, but
No.
I did not feel that on any other campus. And just like the environment, it was crazy. And I loved it. Sorry.
Crazy in what way?
Crazy.
Just like a small little city within itself?
Small little city. And it's not what I expected. I expected it to be this like big, like, party school. And, kind of had a bad rep in my brain, just not knowing much about it. But the city of Columbus is so unique itself and so up and coming, and it was just good to see like the environment and all the people there. They're so supportive.
Okay. So they sold it to you really well.
I guess so, but
No, I mean, with any college decision, that's what you want to go with, your gut.
Yeah.
And being at a place. If you don't visit a place, how are you going to know if you like it or not?
Yeah.
If you can live there for 4 years.
Yeah.
Just don't transfer on us now. Because we went and bought all these Ohio State sweatshirts. We'll have to trade them in.
No, I think, again, as Jordan said, I am proud of you for making your own decision.
Yeah.
Literally, like we didn't even have an opportunity to know that you were considering Ohio State. You texted us saying, I'm going to Ohio State. Basically, I'm going to Ohio State. Oh,
I think I did that just because I was not having you guys influence my decision, as I said, and I didn't care what you guys would have thought.
Yeah.
She's her own woman.
But like I knew
woman.
I knew it was the best decision for me.
Yeah.
And my best option, honestly.
I mean, looking at, because Syracuse was obviously high up on the list. Like I won't say we, because, you're your own woman. You were considering Syracuse, right? And I mean, they were the first to offer you a scholarship. They're the closest. It's right in your backyard. But looking at the situation now, they lost their head coach, right? And other various circumstances. I think if it was, between Syracuse and Ohio State, some people would say you made the right decision.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. I think Syracuse is a great program, but it's just a little close to home, and
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get out and, experience something else and give people a new me in a new city, a new state. And
I like that.
I don't know, I think everyone should kind of branch out and do their own thing once in a while.
Yeah. It takes courage
Right.
to get out.
Kaia, what's something that nobody knows about you? If you'd be willing to share.
It's a loaded question.
What's something that you keep so inside yourself that nobody else sees?
Well, now they're going to see it.
If she wants to share.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Who is Kaia? What don't people know about you? Who's Kaia?
I don't know. I think people kind of are intimidated by me for no reason. I want everyone to know that. You have no reason to be intimidated by me. I'm nothing compared to what's out there, and I just, literally nothing. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of work to do. Anyways,
Do people do like are afraid to talk to you, or how are they intimidated?
I've been in situations where people are afraid to talk to me, come up to me, kind of treat me as this like higher power, and it's just surprising to me, honestly. When I just see, my friends see me as Kaia. Oh, she's the funny one. Like she's like, I don't know. It's just it's weird perspectives.
So you're going from a place where you are Kaia Henderson to a place where you are freshy. How's that feel? How are you gonna navigate that?
It's definitely weird, scary, I guess, and I guess it's gonna give me a big reality check. But like I said, I don't know. I've always dreamed of this, and I really want to work back to the top, because I am starting from the bottom. It's literally the bottom.
The best place to start.
The best place to be.
But I'm excited because no one knows me out there.
Exactly.
This is great. I get a new slate. I get to show everyone who I am. So
that's right. Along those same lines, what do you have any goals that you're setting for yourself or your future teammates, your future team? Do you have any goals that you want to set to try to achieve over the next year or over the next 4 years?
One personal goal I have for this upcoming semester, is to keep up. I know it's going to be the hardest thing I probably will ever experience. And just to mentally, physically, emotionally stay strong and not let these girls run right over me.
You mean keep up basketball-wise, or keep up
basketball-wise, school-wise, because this is something I've never experienced.
Yeah.
And it's so different.
I think on the court, you'll have a little bit of an advantage only because you're going so early.
Right.
And you'll be able to train before the season starts. School-wise, I mean, you're a good student. You know what needs to be done. You just got to put the time in to get your work done. And I think you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. College, at least for me, that was the one thing I had to learn. That's what everybody says they have to learn. Time management. It's not a game anymore. You don't, you have somebody to tell you this is what you got to get done. You have to schedule out your day, and you'll obviously have support at Ohio State, but Kaia, you have to be the one to go to the library for 3 hours or 4 hours to get your work done.
And also, you learn from your mistakes. That's the best part about it. If you flunk your first semester, well, looks like you're going to have to try extra hard next semester or you're out. Right? So you learn quick from your mistakes, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Kaia, what is it like being a teenage girl in 2021? Almost at 2022.
We will be at 2022 when this episode is released.
I think
True.
Times have definitely evolved, and my eyes have really opened up to the world, to the people in this world, and I don't know. That's a loaded question as well.
Yeah. I think, when you have a phone that is a supercomputer in your pocket at all times, I mean, do you ever check your screen time?
Yeah, I think social media has really impacted me and my generation.
Get out of my room.
Seeing as...
Get out of my room. Go.
Seeing as...
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean your finger.
Everything's almost a popularity contest. And just a contest in general. And I think, you're making money off this thing now. How could you not be on it?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I just think it's a lot for a 17-year-old to go through.
Well, Kaia, you just said a little while ago you were addicted to your phone at 9 years old.
Right.
I remember when I was asked the question, should Kaia get a phone for her birthday? I said, absolutely not. I was convinced that phone ruined you.
What do you think? Do you think it did?
I think you turned it around. I think because it's easy. These are made to get addicted to. But at 9 years old, Kai, I was scared. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm proud of Kaia. I see Kaia oftentimes. She'll put her phone on Do Not Disturb and set it down.
Yeah. I don't ever see that. When did you see that?
I mean, she's doing it for this interview.
Oh, that's true. But she's also getting compensated.
True, but
very well.
You know.
Yeah, but forget the compensation. I think it's kind of fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. We hope to have you again.
Exactly. We don't have to pay.
No, I didn't say that. But yeah.
Will you come back?
We're not done.
We're not done yet, but I'm asking. Will you come back?
Jordan and I have an idea.
Will you come back, sis?
I won't be back till June.
Jordan,
No, I'm talking about back on the pod, B.
No, but I literally won't be back until June.
No, I know, but Jordan and I have an idea while you're gone.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, we want to find a way to keep communication with our sisters.
Yeah, I'm sad to be leaving because it's like, I won't, like, well, you guys studied abroad and stuff like that, but it's different because I think we've built, like, it's a weird relationship we have. I could not talk to you guys for days and stuff would be fine, but then we come back down and everything's fine, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
But I think being away for that long and it's just my normal routine is, it's so different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kai, you're going to grow so much. It's going to be amazing to see. You are going to grow so much. What were you going to say, Jer?
What was I going to say? Oh, we have a plan, an idea to maintain communication with you, Kaia, especially when you start having your games. You know, and since we now have a podcast and, you know, a platform, well, not for the platform, but we'd like to have a 5-minute call or interview with you after every game. How does that sound? How was the game? How does that sound?
Yeah. I mean, depends on my schedule and how many calls I'm getting after the game.
Well, I mean, if it's between Doris Burke and Jared and Jordan, I hope you would choose Jared and Jordan, right?
Oh.
I mean, or Scott, what do they call him? SVP in Sports Center, or Jared and Jordan. Just give us a call quick. We want the breaking news so then you can tell SVP that you broke it to us first.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah. All right.
Can we agree to that? Can we shake on it?
So I can't shake on it.
Why not?
Because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You don't know if it's
can't.
breaking the NCAA rules or anything like that.
Right.
Why would it be breaking the NCAA rules? She's just giving her brothers a quick call. Let's do it.
I have a question for you guys.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Go ahead.
Do you think me leaving, how much is that going to change your guys' routine?
Oh, I mean, I don't know so much about routine, but I will tell you this. Again, it was our intent for me and Jordan to remain present. You know, present. I don't know if that makes sense. It was our intent to remain as close to you physically as we possibly could until you went off to college. And we did that. Now, shoot, you might find me and Jordan in California or something real soon. Like, that's how.
You guys should like rent a place out there or something.
Hey,
So maybe you can come. We can go to the beach or something.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you might find us a mile from Columbus.
I don't know about
is
that, but
No, but seriously, I think that, you know, I think we've sort of, for me, it feels like, okay, check, Kaia's off. You know, now we sort of can explore in our own ways.
Yeah, Kaia. A lot of times over the past couple years, I know at times it felt like we were your parent. We were your parents. That was never my intention. But I do know why Dad and even Mom always said that they get so worried, or why they always sort of make sure that their kids are okay. Because Kaia, like I said, there was a few times where I thought it could go left or right. That's just growing. That's called growing. When you're 14, going through kind of what you went through, that's different. I think you need more support to get through those times. Going off to college, that's where you grow on your own. You get through that by yourself. You build supports. You always have us.
Oh, Kaia, we're going to miss you.
Honey.
What were we just talking about? Oh,
When do you want us to come visit you, honey?
yeah.
Spring break.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
We
What do
can. Okay.
Wait, no,
Wait, time out. I have an idea.
Wait.
What are you going to be doing on spring break?
Wait a
though?
minute. You will still be 17 on spring break.
Hold up. We didn't talk about that.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until next spring break to participate in spring break activities.
Wait, Kaia. So you're going to be 17 going into college. Now, many people go into college 17. But how does that feel for you?
Huh. I haven't really thought about it. I don't know.
You're technically not an adult yet.
Right. And that's crazy, I guess. I guess it's just like being that young to the other girls. Like they're looking at, oh my God, she's 17. What is she doing here?
Freshie, get my bags for me. You can't say no, you know.
Dress up in that fairy costume, okay?
You can't say no, sis. Just do what they tell you, okay? So we talked about you having 24/7 access to a court, a gym with a gun, right?
A shooting gun, not a gun.
A shooting gun. So if you wanted to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and get some shots up, you can do that.
Right.
You couldn't necessarily do that around here. You know? That right there, not saying that every day you should wake up at 3 a.m. and shoot. Having that option, Kaia, I think is one of the major differences between high school and college. I mean, I can't speak from experience, but use it.
What do we always tell you, Kaia? 1,000 shots a day.
You have to.
If I had it my way, it would be 10,000 shots a day.
Best shooter on the planet.
Because it is so simple. It's called muscle memory. Muscle memory. 10,000 shots and your percentage of making shots in the game just goes up. 10,000 more the next day. 10,000. Next thing you know, you're the greatest shooter of all time. But that's for another day.
Last thing about basketball,
Not the
Kaia,
shooting part, just the conversation.
what is your greatest memory of your high school basketball career?
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I guess the greatest memory from a game is, I think it was a sectional playoff game at New Hartford. Stands packed. This is the last game I think I remember with it being normal. And it was against our rival school, Whitesboro. We hadn't beaten them in like, I don't know how many previous games, but it was a close game. We won. It was the best feeling I've ever felt.
Why?
Just because it was a great game for our team, and I don't know, we worked so hard, and I don't know, just the environment.
Junior year?
No,
I can't remember that.
that was freshman or sophomore year.
Wow.
Wait. COVID came on your...
Oh.
Sophomore.
No.
Yeah. Not basketball season, but...
Oh, no. Junior basketball season it ended.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can't even remember that far back anymore.
And it's so crazy how time like just...
Okay, it's insane.
We're living in a time warp.
What's going on here?
No, we're living in a time warp. Like I can't remember what happened last month.
No, COVID is
I think
the time
last
warp.
month was 2 years ago, and somehow we're in 2022 now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you feel prepared? I know we talked about you going off to college and how it's going to be a change for you, but do you feel prepared?
If we're being honest, I feel prepared in the sense that I'm going to get what I need to get to eventually be my best player and be my best self. Right now, I do not feel ready, but I guess that's why I'm going early.
Okay.
To kind of get a sense of that before I officially start. And I'm glad I'm going early because I don't know. I just think it's a great opportunity. But yeah.
Do you feel prepared personally?
Personally, I don't think it's set in yet. Basketball wise, I know it's going to be a reality check and it's going to be tough. I don't know. Prepared? I don't know.
One more question about, you said you're interested in broadcast journalism.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about that.
I don't know. I just think having a career following what I love to do and just being around the game of basketball. And I know I'm not very whatever. I still have a lot to learn.
You're not very what?
I don't know. Good at talking.
Kaia,
You are
you put that
amazing
on
at
yourself.
talking.
Anyways.
No.
let me
Anyways,
finish.
okay, go ahead. You put that on yourself. The speech you gave, I was like, who the hell is this talking?
The speech that you've been talking to us for over an hour.
Yeah,
Kaia.
don't put that on yourself. I do that to myself. I say, I'm not good at talking. Okay, who else is telling me that? I'm the only one telling myself that.
But I'm happy to hear that you know that you can get better
Yeah.
at talking. Some people see talking and they don't see that as something they can practice at,
Yeah.
or speaking or communicating. That's something you can get better at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that and just to try different classes and kind of feel out a career in broadcast journalism. I always saw
God.
Rebecca Lobo and
Rebecca
Holly
Lobo.
Rowe, how
D. Burke.
How-
Yeah, D. Burke.
how anyone can, I don't know.
What's her name? Malika Andrews.
Oh,
is
Malika
a
Andrews is
new
a good
one
one too.
coming up. She reminds me of, well, you remind me of her a little bit. Well, she reminds me of you too. But so I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this question. Do you have any interest or ambition to making it to the WNBA?
Oh, absolutely. Throughout my entire college career, I'm going to work toward being the best player I can be. And to make the WNBA draft is the ultimate dream and just something to think about as I go through.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right here. If there's anybody that can make it to the WNBA or overseas, because players, women make, in some cases, more money overseas than they do playing in the WNBA. But if there's anybody that can make it to the WNBA, it is Kaia Henderson. I can tell you that. Granted, you don't get injured or have some serious setback, but come on. You can do whatever it is you want to do.
Kaia, do you have any other questions for us?
Yeah, I'm going to throw us one or two more questions.
Okay. I want your honest response.
Okay.
Once I step out on that floor with players like Destiny Henderson and what's the girl from with the curly hair? Players like these ferocious guards posts. How do you think I'm going to step out and adjust? In all honesty, do you think it's going to be tough for me? I don't know.
In all honesty, I think you were right when you said it might be a little bit of a reality check. It's just a different level of competition, seriousness that you have to take on a daily basis. And I think it's only going to allow you to, you have to go through some of that in order to reach, your full potential. You are not going to step out on the court and be who you are in high school.
Nobody can step on a Division I basketball court, having never played Division I basketball, unless you're LeBron James, and just automatically catch on to the pace, the difference in size, speed, all that stuff. Kaia, that all comes in practice. Like you will excel if you work your off.
Do you understand that?
No,
Yes, I do.
We bothered you so much these past couple years, and we, to the point where like we probably made you hate the game of basketball at points. We were like, Kaia, let's go. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do that.
Kaia, we will wake up with you at 4 a.m. to go trek around the entire city, and then we'll go shoot 5,000 shots, and we'll get all your rebounds.
Right. When you think about the work that it's going to take to be the best basketball player that you can be, what's that? No, honestly, honestly, what is that?
I'm honestly excited for the work I'm about to put in because I have everything I need now. And I know I had it through the years, and I honestly could have worked much harder and probably. Anyways,
do you regret any part of not working as hard as you could have?
Frankly, I think she worked pretty hard.
I think she worked
no,
tremendously
you don't
hard.
have to sugarcoat it or like me.
But there was points. It's human nature. You don't want to get up and shoot 2,000 shots every single day consistently.
Also, high school is a little different. You know what I mean? You have a demanding schedule. You wake up earlier than we do. You go to bed later than we do because you're doing your homework. There's not really that time that you'll have in college to be able to practice from 1 to 5 and then have the option to stay around and shoot 1,000 shots after practice.
Last thing I'll say, and then I'll let you finish, Kaia. When you're shooting those 1,000 shots by yourself or with someone else, it may not seem like they're necessary. When you get on the court 2 months from when you shoot those 1,000 shots, you'll see why they're necessary.
Yeah,
that's the hard work part. Go ahead, sis.
Do you guys have any advice for me as a student instead of a student athlete? Going to a liberal arts college, working your butts off, and graduating.
I'm going to defer this one to Jared.
I would say just put in the time. That's it. Don't think you can just study for a half an hour and go to class and be prepared, because more than anything, when you enter that class, you're going to feel humiliated. I think that's what will propel you forward. Is who wants to feel humiliated for, one, either not having done the work, or two, getting called on and you're not prepared to answer. Just take it serious, put in the time, and study what you're interested in.
Yeah.
And don't try to go down a path of, okay, I'm going to be whatever the case may be, that you're not interested in it. Mm-hmm. Study what you're interested in, but also if there's something that you don't know whether you're interested in, take a class. Don't be afraid of something like stats. Don't be afraid of sociology, any class really. But my one main advice would be put the time in. Just like you do on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Make sure you put either the same amount of time or maybe a tiny bit less.
And that's going to be a tough balance, I guess, for me. I know it's hard enough as a student, just in college in general, but as like an athlete traveling almost every whatever, having practice every day, every night, But I guess, it's going to open my eyes and I got to adjust.
You can do great. My only piece of advice for you, enjoy it. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. College is where you make mistakes and you grow.
speaking from personal experience, or
Yeah, I mean, Kaia, like I was telling Jared this the other day. When you go to college, or I mean, at that age in general, 18 to 22, that's where you learn who you are. You try different things. You try different identities. You try to hang around different friend groups. You try different interests. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Kaia's DJing at a fraternity party. Because that is what you do. You try different things. Don't be scared to try different things, because trying those things lets you know if you like them or not. You know, you're not a basketball player, Kaia. You don't have one identity. You are Kaia frickin' Henderson, and you're a person. So like you can do different things, whether it's writing, whether it's making music. Can you sing?
no,
Try to sing real quick for the people.
absolutely not.
Okay. But that's my main piece of advice, sis. Don't be afraid to make some mistakes and try different things. Because guess what? Kaia's going to come home next fall or next summer or whatever, and she's going to have green streaks in her hair. And she never had green streaks in her hair before. And we're going to be like, that's Kaia. That's my sister Kaia.
Will you guys be here when I come home?
Oh, sis, that's a good question.
I mean, I'd hope so. Just like, if no matter where you are, just come back visit when I get home.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's what you meant. Absolutely, sis.
Oh, yes. We will be here for you.
Honey, you don't think we're going to be here for you?
But Kaia, let me tell you this. Please contact us. It literally could be every day. Like if you texted us every day.
We have the Snapchat group.
Snapchat. It's not too much. But I'll lower the standards. I want to hear from you at least once a week. Okay? Minimum once a week. I'll reach out. If we don't hear back, we're taking a trip.
This is going to be such a big change, sis.
I know.
I'm so excited for you.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, and I will be straight up honest with you, is that you will get into a relationship that will go south and you won't be able to recover from it.
That's serious. Okay.
Speaking from personal experience.
No, I'm not speaking.
But yeah, I
from-
thought about that too, and I just, I guess it's tough leaving my relationships here, and I don't know. I don't want to go through that for a while, and I know it's different when I get there, but right now I want to focus on me and doing my thing when I get there, and
Okay.
earning my stripes.
Okay.
I have
Don't
two.
doubt me.
I'm just kidding.
Never.
I don't doubt you, sis.
I have two fears. One is an obvious fear of a catastrophic injury, which I've always had, which probably it shouldn't be a fear. You just got to go out and play. It shouldn't be a fear. Two, you're a young, beautiful woman going off to a big university with lots of little boys.
Okay. What's your biggest thing you want to see me accomplish? Just like,
Oof. Graduate college.
Graduate college and be ready to do something that you've been training for and that you're interested in.
Have an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing for me would be seeing you struggle your way through and not feel like you have the adequate support, which I don't doubt you'll have it all. I think you'll have everything you need.
Also, make true friendships.
Yes.
Make true friendships. Even if that is a boy friend.
Or a girlfriend. Kaia, what advice do you have for little girls, little boys out there who look up to you, who may have similar aspirations as you, who see you go through high school and become who you are? What advice do you have for them?
I think from personal experience and just seeing how people can be, people can change, my biggest like personal advice is just be a good person. You never know what people are going through. Never know. And seeing how I can make someone's day with a fist bump and like actually seeing it really, really opened my eyes and changed my perspective. So just being a good person, being nice, being a leader, doing good things that are going to benefit you, your peers, anything, and have fun. It goes quick. Don't take these years. If you play basketball, don't take these basketball years for granted. I've always been told it goes quick, and what goes quick? Like I have like 4 more years of this. No, it goes so quick, and just set yourself up to be in the best position you want to be in for the rest of your life, because it's easy. It's so easy, but to maintain that is the hardest part. And
Well said.
Thanks. Yeah, and I guess just seeing you guys like play and grow up in your work ethic and just hearing everyone praise you guys, and I guess that felt good, and I wanted to be praised like that, and thankfully I had good influences to look up to, because you guys are definitely
Thank you, sis.
intellectual young men, and
Thank you, sis.
you guys are gonna go places, man.
Thank you, sis.
And I'm speaking from the heart because I see it.
I appreciate that.
And and I think other people see it too, obviously, just your interactions with people and how respectful and just true young men. Yeah. Clickbait or okay.
So another question I have, Kaia, is you've been in the news literally since you were in 7th grade. That's 5 years of you flooding the local news streams. That has had to have had an impact on you. Has that impacted your mental health, the way you see yourself, or how does it feel for almost every local sports media outlet to be talking about Kaia Henderson?
I mean, in 7th grade, I used to get pretty nervous for interviews because, I don't know, I've never done this before, but as time went on, it was kind of a normal thing. And, people would kill to get an interview with the local news and stuff like that. So I kind of overlooked that a little bit, but, I kind of like talking to them and answering their questions. At one point, it got to be kind of a lot, and kind of like made me feel like I owed them something, and I didn't. I don't know. And just like everyone else's like perspective, Kaia, like I Googled you, you came up, like I Googled myself. I'm like, all right, which video am I gonna pick out now? Like that I look terrible. And
is that how you see it? You pick out the pictures that you look terrible?
No, but it's just like, oh my God, why is that there? Like it's not like, oh my God, I'm literally on Google. But yeah.
Interesting. During COVID, you created a challenge for people, Kaia, called the 10K Hours Challenge. And we helped you out a little bit with it. And it was amazing. How do you feel about the 10K Hours Challenge?
I agree. It was definitely amazing. It was super tough to, start and begin, and kind of stressful at times. But the message overall it put out, it was great to see. And just that's why I keep bringing up all the support, because so many people participated, so many people got my true message. And seeing all the videos come in, it was just inspiring to me. And I know people say I inspired them, but that made me want to keep doing what I'm doing, because honestly, that was a tough part of my life. And kind of people don't know that. And just seeing all those videos, all the support made me get through, push through. So, yeah.
No, I think we know how tough, that time of your life was. But I think to see you use that, how you were feeling in that time, to create the 10K Hours Challenge and to spread hope and positivity to other people, it was beautiful.
Yeah. And all the money we raised too was good to see.
And shout out to Ben.
Yeah, shout out to Ben
Kidwell, who won the 10 Kid Hours Challenge. The best piano player in the area.
Listen, his video came in. He submitted his video. And, I'm no bias or anything. I said, okay, we have a winner. We have a winner. Yeah. And it's, I guess it's this 7-year-old who's a pianist.
No, that's amazing. Also, like, him being an inspiration to others at 7 years old, seeing what his hard work has done for him and made him do is insane.
And all the other participants, one that comes to mind is Luke, right?
Luke Radel, yeah.
Luke Radel, who, in my mind, has talent beyond talent.
The young Jake Tapper.
The young Jake Tapper. And shout out to Luke. He, with all that he's going through, recently with his diagnosis of cancer, is using that to raise money for the causes that he believes in, and spreading hope and positivity to others as well. So, shout out all the 10K Hours Challenge participants.
Yeah. What do you do to take care of yourself mentally?
Like I said, it's been tough over the years. And I think finding a core group of people you can go to, you can talk to.
Your friends.
Friends are so important. But true friends are even more important.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just finding those people and finding myself more importantly, because middle school and the early years of high school were really tough. Moving from a school where everybody knows you and all your business, small town, going to this big school and wanting to fit in so bad. You would do anything. You would give anything. You would almost embarrass yourself to fit in with these girls and boys, and just finding myself in my senior year more so, seeing that people don't care. No one cares. You have to care about yourself to make it through. And
Sis, you have gone through so many different transitions in your life at a young age that I think going to college, although it may be scary, you are prepared to make yet another transition internally. And I think using that, the fact that you got through it before, literally got through it and built yourself back up, you can use that as fuel. So you're going to do great. We love you. Truly, though, sis. Very, very proud of you.
thanks.
We are ecstatic.
Love you.
Thanks.
We love you.
I miss you guys.
Gonna miss you too, sis.
Farewell.
I hope our Snapchat group can always
I know,
be
that's
a thing.
that's a great thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Every
What's
time I
the-
get, and it tells me when you type too, right? Is
Yeah.
that a thing?
What's the name of our Snapchat group?
It's the boys.
The boys.
The Boys.
The
'Cause
boys.
We're the boys. Shout out Isaiah and Troy. Honorable mention. Didn't make the cut in the group chat, but it's okay.
Didn't
they-
quite make the cut, but
Could they get added? Or is it just,
No.
maybe we'll add a different group chat for them. But that makes me smile every time we get a Snapchat from you.
Yeah.
So keep them going.
Kaya has
Yeah.
the time to talk to.
But I love how you guys always respond in like no, like a different way. It's like I know that like it makes my day almost. It's funny. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can communicate in a different way than we can over text.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Kaya, the next time we'll see you, we'll be in when? 6 months? Are you coming home in the summer?
I think I plan to come home for graduation to walk graduation.
Okay.
When's that?
That's in June.
May?
June. For senior ball.
When's that?
June.
Are you coming home for the senior ball?
Right. It's the same week as graduation, but
Ah.
pop out at senior ball.
Okay.
CJ Stroud on my arm. Oh, just kidding.
Wait.
And then maybe a graduation party. That'd be cool.
Oh,
yeah.
sis,
If
yes.
you guys could organize that, I know Mommy threw you an extravagant party, and
Really? I think that
It was actually a surprise graduation party.
Really?
And she threw us, yeah.
yeah, that must be nice.
We got
Must
you,
have been
sis.
nice. Oh,
we got you on that.
We got you.
What, anything we need to know ahead of time to plan for that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. We'll
got
talk
you.
about it. But yeah, I plan to come home for that, and then I go back for summer session. Starts in June, and then I get to come back for like a week in August.
So you won't be able to play until the next season.
Yes.
So not this season. You'll just be practicing with your teammates,
yes.
getting
is
to
correct.
know the plays. Correct.
So
Correct.
Your first game won't be until the winter of 2022.
Yes.
Wow.
Isn't that
Exciting.
crazy? But like where I am now, imagine.
You have 10 months
Right.
Oh,
to get to where you
absolutely.
want to be.
Absolutely.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
come
fun
back
part.
like 300 pounds. Like,
Sis, use the time.
yeah.
Where can people watch your games?
They stream it on Big Ten Network and some of the big games on ESPN, ESPN Plus. Almost every game is on ESPN or ESPN Plus, Big Ten Plus.
And do you have any games up here in New York?
Sometimes for the Big Ten ACC Challenge we play Syracuse. That's pretty rare though. We play Rutgers every year. Maybe we'll play like Buffalo one year, Binghamton. You know,
You play UConn at all?
some non-leagues. Maybe in a non-league or in the tournament.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Can't wait. We'll be watching, sis. We'll be watching. We love you. Call us, text us. You're going to do great.
We love you. Call us, text us. You're going to do great.
Thanks, boys.